Hello folks, another special episode as I am joined by the beautiful Lorraine.
Hello.
Hello, and we are going to be doing a 20-question quiz for Lorraine about fragrances. Let's see how many she gets right. Before we do that, don't forget, when it comes to fragrance samples, you know where to go. If it's in the USA, my recommended place there is decantboutique.com. Use the code MrSmelly10 for 10% off. They have a great range of samples there. And in the UK, my recommended site is Fragrance Samples UK, where your code is MrSmelly1977 for 10% off a massive range of fragrances of all kinds for men and women. Okay, 20 questions. We've got them here on
20?
this device here, 20? Which you might just need to open
this
for
my
me
phone?
there. And don't say the code number. Okay, ready? 20 questions.
Okay,
ready?
hit me.
Okay, so these are specific to the fragrance world, designed for someone, I said, for someone who doesn't happen to be a massive expert, so...
Airhead, like you called me earlier.
That's the one. Okay, what is the term for how long a fragrance lasts on skin?
That's longevity.
Yay!
That was easy.
1 out of 1. This is a harder one. You haven't peeked, have you? Okay. At home, play along too. I'm just going to give you the answers as we go, not at the end.
Okay.
Which luxurious niche fragrance house is based in Paris and known for scents like Baccarat Rouge 540?
Well, it's not Chanel or Dior.
I'll give you a clue. It's a niche house.
Okay, niche. I don't really know many of the niche ones, so...
Just take a wild guess. Make
well, it's not
something up.
Givenchy or Guerlain.
No.
I don't know.
Okay. Quit on that one?
Yeah, pass.
Okay, that was a tough one for you. That is Maison Francis Kurkdjian.
I've never heard of it, so there's not
Good.
a chance in the world I would have got that.
You could have said Creed. That would have been a niche house in
they're a
France.
niche house.
But, okay, well, that's fine. Okay, next up. What do people mean when they say a fragrance has good projection?
Well, projection means like... So I guess it means when you spray it, does it go in the air and smell nice in the air?
Pretty much, yes.
Yeah.
It means it radiates well from the skin, so others can smell it from a distance. So the longevity is how long, and the projection is the other factor of how far, like if you could smell it over there.
Okay,
Yeah?
I
I'll
guess
give
that.
you- I'll give you that
You'll give
one.
me that one.
I'll
So
give-
I've got 2 out of 3 so far.
You have? Yeah, let's keep a
good.
score. Okay, 2 out of 3. What is the fragrance note oud commonly derived from? Or what I really mean is, what is oud? Just in because you hear about it a lot, don't you?
I did know
You
this
don't have
one.
to get it like mega correct, but yeah.
I
what
did
is
know
oud?
this one. Because your Arezzo has Cambodian oud.
Mm-hmm.
I know that, and I think
could
we
be a sort of
discussed
clue.
it.
Okay.
So
What
it's
is
going to
oud?
be from a coffee, a bean. A bean?
No, good guess. It's from the agarwood tree. So
Okay.
it comes from a tree commonly found in the Middle East and the Far East. Okay.
But I do remember Arezzo has Cambodian oud.
It's a specific fungus that develops, like a mould that develops. It's
That's
a
nice.
little odd. Okay,
That's lovely.
that was a tough one. Okay, what is the name for the YouTuber known for wearing white suits? Not me. Being over the top and yelling power.
Well, it's Jeremy, isn't it?
Jeremy who?
Jeremy Fragrance.
There you go. Easy one. So that's out of 5.
Sorry,
you've
I've got a fan blowing
3 out
in
of
my
5.
face.
3 out of 5. Yes. Right. Moving on. What's the name of the popular Creed fragrance, often associated with pineapple, musk, and success?
Well, it's not green Irish tweed. Bois de Portugal.
No, it's Aventus. It's pineapple. It's famous for its pineapple note. Although I actually don't smell pineapple in it.
I tried.
It doesn't matter. You've got 3 out of 6. What does it mean when someone layers fragrances?
It means you put, like, I put this one on, this, and then I'll put the Bon Vivant on top, obviously.
Brilliant. When you mix more than one. Well done.
Yeah, obviously. It was quite
I have heard some people use it also to say when they play, they use the fragrance and also the body spray and the moisturiser. But your answer was the one we actually...
I sometimes
you
use
could call that.
the hand cream of some. I've got the hand cream of this and the shower gel.
Yeah, but your answer was actually the one they've gone with. So
Okay.
you're on 4 out of 7 correct. Okay. Which men's fragrance released by Chanel comes in a dark blue bottle and is praised for being clean, safe, and versatile?
Eau Sauvage?
That's not by Chanel, is it, darling?
Oh no, that's Dior.
So I'll give you another go at that one.
So I really am an
Well,
airhead.
think
I am
of-
an airhead.
Think of a Chanel fragrance.
A Chanel. I'm
men.
really embarrassed now. I
Doesn't matter.
want to leave this. I don't want to do anymore.
You don't know.
I do.
Okay, a Chanel fragrance for men.
Egoist.
No, it's Bleu de Chanel. All right? Doesn't matter. What is...
You can see I didn't cheat.
You've got 4 out of 9. Four, I don't know how many you've got now. Who cares? Okay. What is the informal name for someone obsessed with buying, collecting, and discussing fragrances? What is the name we give ourselves? I'm a... Balls. Say that again. That's accurate, but...
Is it a fraghead?
Yes! Well done! I think you've got 5 out of 9 right now.
That's not
I'm
bad.
sure.
It's not bad.
What fragrance note is often described as sweet, powdery, and sometimes almond-like, and is commonly found in designer and niche perfumes alike?
I know this one because you've told me.
I'll give you a little clue as well.
It's a tonka bean.
Well done!
You told me that one.
Well done! That's brilliant.
I do remember you telling me a tonka bean.
I think you've got 6 out of 10 right. Okay.
Use the code GENT or follow the link in the description for 5% off your first order at onlygentlemanwipes.co.uk. Their extra large, flushable, fragrance-free wipes are the best way to stay fresh all day. Buy them at onlygentlemanwipes.co.uk.
Okay. What do people mean, Lorraine, when they talk about a fragrance's dry down?
I think, obviously, because it's got dry, it means when you first spray it, like that, it smells different in 15 minutes when it's dried. The dry down is waiting for it to, smell.
I'll accept that answer. Yeah, they've officially said here the final stage of a fragrance after the top and middle notes fade, revealing the base notes. But effectively,
But I'm right.
The thing after you've been wearing it an
I've
hour
got that
or so.
on.
Yeah.
But in 10 minutes, it will smell a little bit different.
What's your fragrance of the night, by the way?
My fragrance of the night is Thierry Mugler. What's that one?
Aura.
I
think they've stopped making it now, but it was
They
a really
have.
interesting 2018 or 17 release.
They've stopped making that one, but I did actually manage to get hold of all of Thierry Mugler women's, I don't know about men's, are refillable, and I did manage to get like a 200ml refill, didn't I?
So it's still out there, yeah.
So it's
really
still out
interesting.
Because I love it. It's one of my favourites ever, so I had to have a great big one.
I like it.
That probably wasn't very good.
Well, no,
I like a great big one.
No, we're not.
Sorry.
You do prefer a bigger one, yeah. Okay, so the Bon Viveur is my fragrance. That's a Norton & Wilson fragrance. This is the new bottle design, and you get it in a really fancy box now. I've actually, to actually be honest with you, I've sprayed it for my old bottle, the vintage version, but the formula is the same. Go to Norton & Wilson if you want to check that one out. It's actually my signature scent for me. Like if I had a personal bespoke scent, that would be it. And it's an amazing citrus with vetiver, a little bit of a British gin note in there as well. So we love Bon Viveur. Okay, moving on. Next one in the list then. Which Italian fragrance niche house is famous for its 1916 release, simply called Colonia? And I'll give you a clue. I have quite a lot of this brand's other citrusy, fresh Mediterranean smells.
I know.
Okay?
Acqua di Parma.
Brilliant. Good. I think you've done really well. Which natural ingredient derived from deer was historically used in perfume but is now mostly synthetic due to ethical reasons?
What was
from a deer. It comes from a deer.
Absolutely.
A gland of a deer.
What is bum gland sort of thing?
Yes.
I don't like that.
More
I don't
sexual. Yeah, but they don't use it anymore.
Is it animalic?
It is an animalic accord, yes. It's very. You'll have heard of it loads in fragrances. Like it's a one word, and it's used in loads of fragrances, especially.
Give me a clue. Give me a clue.
It's a bit. If you're thinking of a slightly sexual smell, it could be described as this-y, a bit like this.
I
don't know if YouTube allows us to say that. It was Vlad Bulovich's saddle.
Musky.
Yeah.
It's a musky.
It's a long story about where that joke comes from. There was a guy who used to troll me, and he sent me a story about his saddle, his bike, which he lost, which had a very musky saddle smell.
It was called Crumble.
It was called Crumble. It was stolen, but he loved it, and it had a musky saddle smell from all the time his bottom had spent on it. Okay, this is really going badly. Okay, what is the name for tiny sample bottles, or the small things that people often use to test or share fragrances? Or the thing that you would put in your handbag to have a fragrance. What do we actually call that?
Sample?
There's a slightly different name. You could also use
Discovery.
it to do... Close. You could use it to do with whiskey or wine as well. What might you do with a whiskey or a wine?
Neck it. Whiskey or wine. Sample. Taste.
It's to do... One of my sponsors has this word in their name. That I say every video. No, you're not going to get it, are you?
Sample.
Decant.
Decant. Yes.
Good. It was a bit of a weird question.
Really weird. It's not easy.
Yeah. Okay. Next one. What is the name of the note often described as smoky, leathery? Hang on. No. That's really weird. They've said, what is the name of the note often described as smoky, leathery, and animalic, found in fragrances like Dior Fahrenheit? And the answer...
I love Fahrenheit. It's petroleum.
But the answer is... Yeah, I'm going to give you that. They've said the answer is leather, but they said
petroleum.
leathery. Yeah, but they said leathery, and then
I don't agree.
No, but they said what fragrance note is smoky and leathery, and it's leather. That's stupid. So AI doesn't know everything. You did better. Petroleum, well done.
It's got a petroleum sort of undertone, hasn't it?
Good. We're just going to give you double points for that. Which classic men's fragrance by Davidoff is known for its aquatic, fresh vibe and
Cool water.
Easy. 90s popularity. And you like the women's one too?
I've got the women's one, yeah.
What fragrance ingredient smells citrusy and is often the bright opening in many men's scents? Like, they almost always have this name.
Lemon.
Citrusy. Yeah, but it's a citrusy thing that you don't often eat. I'll give you a big clue. It's in every fragrance list I give, every video.
Is it an actual fruit?
It is, but you don't...
Grapefruit.
No, but it's one that you don't often eat or buy in the supermarket. Think of a place in Italy that has a similar name. Begins with B. No. Bergamot.
I would never.
All fragrances, well, not all, but I don't know. Why is that? What is bergamot? Because apparently you can eat a bergamot.
I'd never heard of that as a fruit as bergamot. So that's hard. That was a bit hard, that one.
It was. What do people mean when they say a scent is a panty dropper in Fragcom lingo?
I think it means they're shilling it.
But what does the term actually mean?
Well, it means that, you're guaranteed to get laid if you wear this one, basically.
It's pretty obvious the answer to that one. Do you find that distasteful?
I do, yes.
Even if it's a bit tongue-in-cheek?
I don't think... I think it's a bit crass,
too much information.
If you were telling me that you were going to market your new fragrance as a panty dropper, I'd say to you, don't do that, Dan. That's really crass.
Tacky. Okay.
Yeah, you're a bit cringe.
Not classy. What term refers to how far a fragrance travels in the air from your skin? Now, we did have projection earlier.
Yeah,
but there's another word. I'll give you a clue. It's kind of a French word. Okay, how far? Oh, it has a very good.
Bonjour.
It's not. This is the extent of your French vocabulary, is it? Bonjour. A word that says how far a fragrance travels in the air from your skin, or perhaps the trail that it leaves behind you. It's a tough one. It's a French word.
Travail.
Good guess, but wrong. One more go. I'll get some more beer while you're
No, I don't know. No, don't get some more beer while I think. Will you cut this bit?
Yeah, maybe, or not. Show them what you're wearing. What's your dress?
Oh, I've got a Versace dress on this evening. I don't know if you can see that.
I like that.
Thank you, darling.
It's very nice. Okay.
It's been very, very hot here in the UK today, and we've been sunbathing a little bit, haven't we?
We went down to the cathedral, Rochester Cathedral.
Yeah, and we got a can of shandy.
Non-alcoholic.
I did.
Yeah.
And
I had a ginger beer, and I had a chocolate bar, I had a Lion bar, and you got a packet of gravy flavoured crisps.
They were really nice.
They were nice. Okay.
And it was very, very lovely, wasn't it? Because it was so warm.
Put your code in there.
2752.
Don't ever find Lorraine's phone. Okay.
There's nothing on there. You wouldn't.
The term was sillage. Sillage or sillage.
Sillage. Oh, if you told me sillage, I would have said
if
that.
If you're with the French,
I've got French blood, so I should know. I should know because I've got the French blood.
Mais oui. Name the controversial. Last one. Name the controversial animalic note, sometimes described as smelling like body odour or dirty laundry, and it comes from a particular type of.
It comes from a Servet cat.
Close.
Civet.
You did it, Lorraine. Yes, correct. I think I don't keep score. I think you got about half right. Well done. Very good.
Thank
Let us know what you
you.
thought about how she did in the comments down below. She's not a fragrance, aficionado, obsessive person, although she does know a bit now, thanks to me.
I have to listen to Dan all the time.
And even before you'd ever heard of the fragrance community, you liked fragrances, didn't you?
I've always loved
You've
perfume.
always had more than one in your
Always
cupboard,
had like
yeah.
40 perfumes on the go, yeah.
All right, guys, let us know what you thought about that in the questions down below. Thank you so much for doing that. We will see you in the next episode. Remember, whatever you're doing in life, let's project. And although sometimes life may stink, at least we can always smell good, right? Bye-bye.
Bye.